So today, you're gonna be asking me questions.
Very excited. Getting to know Kayla.
I'm so nervous.
Just take it off, like twist it. Just keep twisting it one way. Just keep twisting until it comes off.
Literally not moving.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. Now my hands hurt.
You're about to be canceled. Oh, wow.
I told you.
Oh, this shit is hard to take off. Okay, she wasn't lying.
And this is the proper way to make a mimosa, okay? Ratios matter. So this is the ratio of champagne. And that's all the juice.
Oh, okay. A drop of juice. Thank you.
All right.
Shall we
cheers?
cheers?
To know me.
Okay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
A little get to know Kayla. Okay, so you're a Southern girl from Mississippi. How did you end up in California?
Well, so I started off as an internship that developed into a job, full-time job, came out here in September 2017, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, and what's your favorite part about living in Cali?
I think my favorite part is the fact that I can go to the beach, then drive to Tahoe, go to wine country, go to the desert. It's just like everything I want.
Everything is out here. You are not lying. So what has dating life been like in the Bay since, I'm sure it's different than Mississippi?
Big trash, not playing. It's been interesting. I feel like this is such like a dating app area, and I don't like dating apps, so it doesn't really work for me. So I've just been chilling, and it's gonna take a lot of like me getting out of my comfort zone and going out to places to meet people.
So what's your sign?
So I'm a Virgo sun, Pisces moon, that's like my emotions, how those are conveyed, and then a Sagittarius rising, so that's like my mask. So I'm like very Jay-Z on the outside.
Okay. A lot going on. What would you say your toxic trait is?
My toxic trait is perfectionism. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Do you think that's like consistent in the Virgo world? That's
So
the Virgo
consistent with
toxic
Virgo.
trait?
It's definitely Virgo's toxic trait, like being judgmental, like judging people, and being a perfectionist.
Judging others for not being perfect.
Yeah, and myself.
You're like, you get it. Okay, so what is the bravest thing you've ever done?
The bravest thing I ever did was go on a solo trip to Bali alone. That took a lot of balls, and I'm very like pleased with the fact that I did it though.
How was the trip? What was like your favorite part of the Bali trip?
My favorite part of the Bali trip was like meeting my tour guide. He was like super cool, super friendly. I mentioned to him that I wanted to take like a coconut oil making class, and he was like, oh, my wife does that. So I was able to go to their home, like meet their family, see a traditional Balinese home, and just like get like an inside look at the culture.
Oh, nice. You should have brought some coconuts today.
Where am I get coconuts from?
Girl, you have the inside
It's probably
scoop.
here. It's around somewhere over here.
It's somewhere. So tell us something that most people don't know about you.
I think most people don't know that I'm really shy. Like I'm really shy. And I'm like very insecure about things.
What?
But I play it off of.
What would you say like is one of your insecurities?
One of my insecurities is just like, other than not being perfect, just not being like the best person I can be. But I know that that's all subjective. But like sometimes insecure about like the way I look sometimes or the way I communicate. Like I just think that I could always be better.
It seems like the perfection theme is definitely coming up again and again.
Okay. Wow, we're getting to know me.
So name 3 sources of inspiration for you.
3 sources of inspiration for me. My friends, like my friends that are creative in some capacity, or they're like big-minded, like they think about things from like a very like big global money-driven entrepreneurial perspective. That's 1. 2, I love looking at like photographers' work. That's just really inspiring because it's like, they like saw this and then they captured it. That's amazing. And people like Tracy Ellis Ross, who's fabulous and like does really fabulous things.
Like it. Who would you say is your favorite person on the internet right now?
My favorite person on the internet right now is a tie between Ari Lennox because I love her live videos. She's so funny.
Same.
And I really love Yara Shahidi. She's like super inspiring, always like gives us a look, like she can dress her butt off, but she's also like very aware to be so young.
Yeah, she seems so like down to earth, her little dance moves.
Exactly.
I love it.
She's so chill.
So self-care is a big thing right now. You know, everyone's taking part. What does self-care look like for you?
For me, it could be as simple as like sleeping in, and lighting a candle, having a glass of wine, listening to music, like having YouTube playing in the background, or as like extravagant as going to Bali alone. Just spending time alone. Anytime I can spend time alone and like recharge is self-care.
I like it. Taking those tips. So what was your biggest lesson of 2019?
My biggest lesson happened when I broke my ankle. And so like I don't know if my socks are in the shop, but I have on 2 different socks. Because one's like a runner sock and it's like supportive of my ankle, but my biggest lesson was like to slow down. Excuse me. It was to slow down because I feel like I'm always just on the go trying to get to the next thing and I'm never just like settled and like chilling in where I currently am. And I just need to slow down. So that was a lesson.
It's a good lesson. So what are you looking forward to in 2020?
I'm looking forward to going to Africa for the first time. It's always been something that I've always wanted to do. And yeah, that's like my biggest. And then just like getting things done that I've been trying to get done for years, like this video.
Well, you are on the right journey, okay? It's the 2nd month of the year. You're already getting your goals done.
Black History Month.
Yes. So, speaking of your traveling, where are you headed? You said you're excited to go to Africa this year. Tell us about your travel plans.
In a couple weeks, I am going to Barcelona, which I've always wanted to do. I'm meeting like Cheetah Girls vibes from Barcelona. And then I'm also going to go to Lisbon, Portugal. And then in May, I'll go to South Africa.
Nice.
And I'm going to actually post those like vlogs not 6 months later.
Where's the vlog from Paris? We're waiting on it. Exactly. Where is it? I'd like to see it because I'm in it.
We'd like to see it.
So what are you currently reading and what will you be reading on your flight to these trips?
Right now I'm reading, I just picked it up like a couple of days ago, Well Read Black Girl. It's like a collection of stories from Black authors, and then I think that was like a good segue and for me to like read some short stories from Black authors and then be able to like find something that I can really vibe with and then read their whole books. It's like my goal for the year is to just read more Black stories.
Yes, share Black stories. We gotta do.
Yes.
So you know girlfriends. Which girlfriend's character would you say that you are?
In the spirit of me being complicated per usual, I think that I'm a combination. I think I'm like part Joan and part Lynn, so let me explain. Joan is like very career driven and just like smart, but she also overthinks every single thing. So that gets her like in a lot of trouble. Whereas Lynn is like a free spirit and like just whatever. And she's like very into herself. She's like soul driven. So I feel like I'm a little bit both.
So it's like a 50-50, or is Joan like 75%?
I'm thinking like 60% Joan, 40% Lynn.
Okay, I think that's a good mix. A good mix to have. So we are shooting your video for your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What will the channel be about? What can we expect?
So I really just want to share my own Black story, but share other people's. So it'll be a lot of content around Black womanhood, everything from like hair hacks, skin hacks, what I do personally, and then just like experiencing life as a Black girl, whether I'm in California, or I'm in Europe, or I'm in Africa, just like putting that experience out there. And then I hope that I can just have content that puts like a different lens on us, you know?
Nice. And what do you want people to take away from the things that you're creating?
Yeah. I just want people to be inspired and to know that you don't have to have it all together to like live your best life. Because I feel like I get a lot of like, yes, live your best life, but it's like, don't forget that I don't have all my stuff together, so it's like, I'm still trying to work it out, and I think the best is yet to come. Like, this isn't my best life yet. It's gonna get better.
Well, we like to see it now. We like the life. That was all questions. I mean,
Right.
the last.
Alright, well, I guess that wraps up the get to know me. I don't know what else to say. Cue the closing music. That's all, folks.